Right, well, we polished off those noodles, didn't we, Nick?
Certainly did. None left.
Made quick work of that. Hey, what about dessert?
Let's check in with Carly and Chef Matt Chatfield on what they're making.
They said they
right now.
the
Good morning,
pasta
guys.
already. Good job, guys. I love that. We are actually going to be doing something sweet. What is the official title of this recipe?
Well, I call it the molten chocolate dream.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's this is a phenomenal dessert, and it's a mixture of great chocolate, great cocoa, butter, eggs.
So we're talking about a little decadence, not low calorie, healthy for one meal.
A small size.
Oh yeah, it's not bad.
That little cake packs so much punch.
Okay.
It's so wonderful. So, and it's a simple one. These are pantry ingredients, so let's make it together.
Okay.
So I've whipped together 3 eggs and some sugar.
Okay.
And then you're going to add in, I've got some cocoa.
Okay.
And some flour.
Okay.
And some salt.
Okay.
And she's adding that in. We're going to do a couple of additions of each. This is a classic cake method.
Okay.
And then half that butter. Just kind of drizzle that in. I'm stirring it.
Okay.
There we go.
Get that so it doesn't spill everywhere. Okay.
All right, and then we'll do the
rest of this?
Yeah, go ahead and do the rest of that.
Okay.
Okay. And why do we do this? Because it incorporates more evenly than if we put all the butter in or all the flour in at once.
Okay.
It's just, we call it a staging method. Go ahead.
If you were doing this with a mixer at home, would you still do it separate?
Same thing.
Okay.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
Same thing.
Here we
And
go.
see how it's starting to come together?
Yep.
It's starting to pull away, and it's going to kind of look like fudge. Now, let's go ahead and add in the chopped chocolate. So that's some really good Belgian chocolate chips that I chopped.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a trick. It's kind of hard to chop chocolate chips if you have a food processor.
Okay. Oh,
Drop them in there and
Easy
just
peasy.
pulse them for about a minute.
That does look like
There we
brownie
go.
batter almost.
Okay, look at how easy that was.
Okay.
Now, here's the next easy step of this.
Oh, did we need vanilla?
I already put it in there.
Okay.
We did put some vanilla in with the eggs and sugar.
Okay.
Now, we're going to use a non-stick muffin pan. All right. Now, you can choose different sizes. I chose one that's about a half a cup, but you'll just adjust your baking time depending on how big it is. So we're going to spray them. We'll just spray 2 or 3.
You do that so much more elegantly. I'm like this, and then it goes everywhere. So I just learned a new technique. Okay.
And then that ice cream scooper, also called a disher. We just scoop some of that in.
That way you have even amounts.
Yes, we fill those up, and those are going to bake. That size bakes for about 24 minutes. Just bake at 350. Now, let's decorate one. This is the fun.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
So, I let these rest for about 15 minutes. They're still warm, but they twist right out. So why don't you drizzle some caramel around that cake?
Okay. And Matt, while I'm having you walk me through this, let people know they can find this recipe. You do all kinds of fun projects at work that people can see these recipes. We'll also have this one on our website, but if they want some other inspiration for the holidays.
Yeah, so besides being a consultant, a chef, full-time for Roth Living, you know, I've invited everyone down to the showroom many times. We had a fun project that we started a couple of years ago called, it's a website, www.culinaryscene.com. And you can actually go on there and get a trial membership for 3 months. Check it out. See if some of these recipes you like, you want to replicate at home.
Nice.
All right, there's about 340 recipes right now.
Oh, wow.
I've got about 120 on there, so I've got a whole bank of recipes to choose from.
I love it.
Go check it out. I think you'll have a lot of fun seeing what's on there.
Well, I'm excited to check that out. I'm also excited to have a beautiful recipe for hopefully your New Year's Eve festivities at home. Nick, Pat, I think I'm not going to try this one. I'm going to have you guys do a little taste testing for me if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
You're too good to us today,
Carly.
Carly.
These do freeze nicely.
Oh, they freeze nicely. Good to know.
No Ziploc. Yeah. Those will freeze
not
nicely.
worthy.
Microwave them for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that just looks
we'll bring them in. We'll bring them in for you.
We're just getting spoiled.
Okay, all right. We can't wait. I mean, twist my arm, okay? I say yes.
I think it's the caramel drizzle and the homemade candied pecans for you.
Oh, perfect. Yep, I love it.